Hi friends, it is almost 1 month we are stuck up at home. So this house is more or less like a not only house, it's a prison also. So my purpose is not to talk about the lockdown, your psychological or mental trauma, whatever the things are going through. This is everybody is facing the same problem, the kind of agony, feeling almost each one is going through the same space. Some might be struggling for their food, some might be struggling for their basic needs, some might be finding it very difficult to be at home for a very long time. It might be a kind of a psychological pressure because our society is even not equal. Somebody can afford to be at home and some may not. So they need to have their basic things in place. No, again, my purpose is not to discuss about the lockdown effect. I'm going to talk about one small thing about your hidden talents. I personally believe that each one, when God created everybody, has got some special feature. So you have one opportunity to excel yourself, to understand yourself. Because we try to understand the other side, we try to find out our ideals, we try to follow them, and we try to mimic them. Sometimes we regret why I am not like XYZ. He or she is so great. Again, my purpose of telling you, everybody, please try to dig your own heart. Try to understand yourself and try to see that what is the best possible thing that is inbuilt within yourself. Dig out this thing, decode those things. Friends, I'm going to recite one poetry. I am not an economist, I am simply an ordinary person in this human world. I also fight for my day to day basis needs like others. I was also a student once upon a time. I had also equal dream like others used to see, used to feel, used to think, and I used to write. So I have written, being as a science student, I have read economics, I have tried to understand thus capital, I have tried to understand the philosophy of Marx, Lenin, Mao Zedong, so many dictators. I have studied history of 1,000 years, and finally I have written one small poetry, the biological point of view, which is more relevant today as long as human civilization is there. There are so many theories that floating around. They have there are so many scientists, economists, they have tried to formulate their theories to bring and symmetry or equalization in the society, but they fail to do it. The struggle for existence is real, and struggle for dominance also is real. Our society is not an uniform society, and will never be an uniform society. Let me come back to the poetry part. The poetry is ব্যবচ্ছেদ, dissection. ব্যাঙের ইন্টেস্টাইনে পাবে কুঁচো চিংড়ি আর পুঁটি মাছ. The frog represent the middle class. Once you dissect the frog intestine, you will find so many small pieces of fish, small fish that is trapped inside the intestine. Our middle class is also the same class. They try to store or gather their insecure life in little secure form, right? Salir. Sal means it's a tick plant. If you take the cross section, what you will find: trachea, trachea, xylem, phloem, diffuse porus. It represents socialism and communism. Means here trachea, xylem, phloem, diffuse porus. It's a working class living in the society, a system, and they are doing their job and they are equally respected. They know what they are doing and they are equally respected. It's a mutual thing what they are doing for the society. It's an ideal condition. Sadhan Babu. Sadhan Babu is a character. It represents the rich person who represents the bourgeois system, represents the Jamindar system, represent the monarchy, and represent the dictatorship also. Once you detect Sadhan Babu, after dissection intestine, what you are going to get? You get Takar Tholi, সিন্দুকের চাবি, ব্যাংকের পাসবই, আর চর্বির কোণে লেখা শোষণী মন্ত্র. What you get? A bag of money that is been stored, the passbook, a lot of savings, and lot of money that is stored or hidden inside its stomach, the fat. And চর্বির কোণে লেখা শোষণী মন্ত্র. And you know very well from where and which way they have stored that money. Kangaler. Kangal means it's a poor class, poor working class. It represents the working class. What you are going to get once you dissect his or her intestine? ইঁটো কাঁটা, বাসি রুটি, বিড়ালের কান্না, আর ফ্যাকাশে রক্ত. এঁটো কাঁটা means When the rich class or somebody is having food, after that, whatever the remaining food or excess food, they're throwing inside the dustbin or in plate, and that remains for the poor working class. It's in our economy also, it is the same phenomena. When you have power, you store the maximum and you try to give very small thing for the poor working class, the basic thing what you want to give. They represent the deprived class. Next part is bekar. Bekar means it's a jobless class. What you are going to get once you dissect the intestine of Baker, you get Baker stone, হতাশার জিন, যন্ত্রণার বিষদাঁত, মিথ্যার প্রতিশ্রুতি, লাইফের ফলস ডকুমেন্টস আর লিটার তিনের সাদা রক্ত. This is a class, Baker class, that is the jobless class. Because you once after education, society is not able to give jobs, the young generation gets into frustration. If you dissect them, you get all kind of frustration, agonies, their certificates, everything seems to be very useless for them. Whatever degrees they have, whatever qualifications they have, it becomes very useless for them, and life is become like a false document. Sometimes they feel that where is the point of living in this world without having the basic thing, basic necessity, job, and etc. It's a frustrated life once you dissect them. Let me now recite this poetry in Bangla for my Bengali viewers. It will be easier to understand in a much better way with clarity. ব্যবচ্ছেদ ব্যাঙের ইন্টেস্টাইনে পাবে কোঁচো চিংড়ি আর পুঁটি মাছ, শালের ট্রাকিড, ট্রাকিয়া, জাইলেম, ফ্লোয়েম, ডিফিউজ পোরাস, সাধনবাবু টাকার থলি, সিন্দুকের চাবি, ব্যাংকের পাসবই আর চর্বির কোণে লেখা শোষণেই মন্ত্র, কাঙালের এঁটো কাঁটা, বাসি রুটি, বিড়ালের কান্না আর ফ্যাকাশে রক্ত, বেকারের বেকার স্টোন, হতাশার জিন, যন্ত্রণার বিষদাঁত, মিথ্যার প্রতিশ্রুতি, লাইফের ফলস ডকুমেন্টস আর লিটার তিনেক সাদা রক্ত. Friends, this is a serious poetry. As I have told you, I have not written much more poetries, maybe altogether 100 and 110 poetries, and these are very small. I don't write very long poetry. It's a small poetry, and believe me, this is a kind of a society where we are living. This is going through generation after generations, and in our subconscious mind we never analyze what is going on. But being as a biology student, I find myself very relevant when I dissect something. Total class system can be analyzed once you dissect something. So be analytical in life. Try to analyze something, the meaningful ways. Try to be innovative. You can do many other things in life. Don't be frustrated for something that what is not given by your society. Society is nothing but a platform where certain things that is been provided. Now you have to make your own ways to make it workable. And what is that formula? If you wish to follow somebody, it is fair enough, there is no problem. There might be some ideals until or unless you don't get the guidance. But try to see that whatever the best potentials you have, and try to capitalize those things for your betterment of life, your earning and everything. You might not be good at many things, you might be good in one or two things. Now you need to decide whether these two things, what you feel that is good for your life, some way is going to give you some output or not. Be a big thinker. You must be spending more time rather than doing stereotype work. Be a good thinker. Try to enhance your analytical power. We do a lot of research. I don't deny that people don't do research. You do research, you follow certain principles and everything. Always keep this thing in mind that innovative attitude is one of the features that is going to give you something much better than what you have expected. Again, friends, thank you very much. I wish I have not bothered anybody, and I have seen many things like many Nobel laureates, their literature, their life, they write many things. They talk about basically the economies, they talk about society, the formation of society, how to bring inequality, the distribution of food, supply, everything. Like, no, they talk all those things, but they never address the core issues, how to get rid of from the system, how to bring equality in the system. You can bring equality in two words, but nobody wants to bring equality in society. Nobody wants this society that everybody should have access to everything. That nobody wants, because we humans are not an integrated species, unified species together. All we have fought last 2000 years, we have fought with each other, fought with our own dominance, religion, caste, creed, that thing, because we are genetically designed possibly to dominate. The way we are dominating, one country is dominating another country. Sometime bioterrorism, economic terrorism, nuclear war, civil war. There are many things, if you see it in the history, that is going on for 1000 years. So friends, don't think about many things what is going on. Concentrate in your own work and see what the best you can give to the society. If your contribution is helping in ways for your own life, for betterment of your own life without harming anybody, it's fine. You can go ahead and do that. Let's enjoy and explore your own life. Spend more time investing on yourself rather than investigating the other's mind. Investigating others' mind, it is a waste of time, waste of energy. Don't get into those kind of things. Set up your own standard, set up your own benchmark, because God has given you only one life, and you know and miles to go before you sleep or before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. So thank you so much. God bless you all.